What's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. So this video is all going to be about food. Yes, my little mini shop that I do every week. Kind of the food that I buy at the start of sort of like Monday to a Thursday is a kind of little bit different to say Thursday to a Sunday, because as we get close to the weekend I like to reward myself. On Instagram somebody asked, well basically was interested in online coaching, and obviously online coaching is one of my highest services, but he was more sort of worried about the pricing of the food. So that kind of gave me an insight in things and thought like, okay, maybe I should just do like a little video of the kind of price range that it's going to cost, and you know that you can kind of still get results for sort of not much of an expense as well with the nutrition sides of it. So the shop that I shopped at was a place called Aldi. I do normally shop at like Tesco's or Asda, but I was kind of close to an Aldi, which is close to the gym, so I thought I'm just going to pop in there and do sort of a mini shop. So bearing in mind of the video, I did have some of the essential stuff in here already, things like rice, some bits of veg and things like that, but kind of these are kind of the solid foundations that I kind of use every day and majority through the the year as we go through, and regarding sort of training and stuff for recovery, building muscle, and also fat loss. So the first part we're going to start on is the fruit side of things. So I get a portion of raspberries, we have blueberries here, mango chunks, and also bananas. So these are the kind of fruits that I kind of like stick to mostly because the blueberries and raspberries are low in GI, so there's not a lot of sugar in these, and you can eat a lot of these for actually the volume of actually the sugar that you get in that content. Whereas, say if you had one banana, this would sort of be around 15 grams of sugar, and even if you probably had these two, it wouldn't even be 15 grams. So that gives you kind of an insight, especially if you're dieting and looking for sort of micronutrients and vitamins and things like that. These are kind of the go-to, especially in low in calories. You've got the mango chunks, which are sweet. Really enjoy these. So these are kind of the basis that I get. Sometimes I'll get a random sort of like apple, but I very rarely have that. Can't go wrong with some coffee pods. So these are probably one of the most expensive ones sort of in the shop. I think these are about £2 or £2.50 depending where you get them. We're going to go into sort of the fats. So cashew nuts, even if I have some like oats in the morning or even later at night, I'll add sort of those cashews in there. So great source of fats. These are pretty good as well, which are char grilled peppers. So they come in the glass jar, which are pretty tasty. So if you're finding like your meals are sort of bland and boring, even if you chuck these in there, they're a great sort of little addition, and very cheap as well, under £1. Tzatziki, if I'm pronouncing that right. So again, sort of a good sort of dressing for salad. So I don't really eat too much like sauces like mayonnaise or ketchup, all those kind of things. Only on sort of like the weekends if I have a little bit of a treat, but this is kind of a good little substitute. Like I said, I didn't really buy too much rice, but I thought I'd grab a couple of packs anyway. So these are just sort of the microwave rices that I kind of go to. So you've got Mexican styled and then golden veg, so that I kind of mix and match with like white rice and jasmine, basmati, all those kind of things. Avocados, again, great source of fat content, which is all good. And then we go on to a bit of treats, so like the chocolate, again, I'll always get, this is kind of good. So it's a milk chocolate with no added sugar, so it's 80% less sugar, which is great, and the macros on it, I don't think you can see it, so per sort of 2 squares, it's only 99 calories. So again, if I have like oats, I'll pop like 1 cube of that in there, which is only 50 calories, which is a bomb, and it actually doesn't taste like cardboard, so that's a bonus there, easy. The meats that I kind of go for are 5% lean beef mince. So again, essentially, if you're going to get beef mince, always go with the lower percentage, because you do get like 12, 15, and I think they even go up to 20. So just be careful, mind that you want the leanest as possible that you can buy. Your standard sort of chicken breasts, which are just standard. And then same again with like the burgers. So these are great. same thing, 5% beef burgers. So normally burgers are quite high in fat, but these are pretty good in sort of in that context of like low fat content. Chicken sausages, as anybody sort of knows me, one of the favourites. So super easy, just bang these in sort of the oven and just let them crisp. Also I'll season them as well in sort of seasoning. Bacon, which is just a thick cut, so I don't really tend to sort of go bacon medallions because I find them a bit too dry, but a little bit of fat here and there is not too bad, all in moderation. And again, smoked salmon, great for fats as well. Bit of a fish content, so I don't really eat too much fish, but I'll tend to sort of eat this salmon and also like, you know, salmon fillets or anything like that. Bearing in mind, I did grab a couple of extra essentials like toothpaste and some moisturiser and things like that. But the whole bill, the whole thing. So that will probably last me, I would say maybe 4 days, 4 or 5 days, depending, you know, if I eat out or eat at friends or whatever. But majority of the things will probably last me about 3-4 days max, probably. And yeah, so the whole total bill was £34.27. So let's take off, say, I don't know, what, £2 on there. So you're talking around, yeah, 32 quid for all of that essential food there. So say if you doubled that, you're looking about 60 quid a week. And again, remember that's without any sort of treats in there. So I do like to have sort of, you know, maybe a pizza, some nachos, stuff like that, as you know, I'm realistic with sort of nutrition. But yeah, hopefully that kind of helps you out with kind of a price range of like a mini food shop. Again, pricing will definitely vary, but if you went to like someone like Sainsbury's or Marks and Spencer's, as like the quality of food is probably a little bit better, and also you're going to pay for that price. But yeah, as an Aldi, I think their especially the meat is quite good. I would kind of rather than sort of maybe like Tesco's, so that's kind of saying something. But hopefully you all enjoyed it and hopefully found this useful. And yeah, I don't think it's like a huge cost to sort of like your health. If you think about it, you probably spend say 50 quid on a night out, and that's kind of like a weekly food shop. So yeah. Hopefully you liked it. Give this little video a thumbs up for me. If you have any questions regarding this video, let me know down below, and also subscribe if you're new. But that is all for now.